there we go.
Do you want to interview him?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, good answer. Wow.
The dynamic between the two was really fun.
Okay. Yes, sure, please. We're gonna get Happy on, boys. We are going to get Happy on. I need the cam back on, though.
It's too quiet, right? Can't boost it more, I think. Gotta live with that. So yeah, a lot of people were talking about this for various reasons. We're gonna react to this and see what's worth talking about, and maybe we give some media training. Hypecraft, thank you, Sorath90, much love. The channel, by the way, is twitch.tv/BDUWC3. The shirt is amazing, by the way.
Do you have a question lined up?
Yeah.
So, little pre-game here, maybe. Happy met Bidu at Raraland, and Bidu talked to him for hours, trying to bribe him into playing Dust League EU. So they know each other. They know each other in real life. And, yeah. He succeeded.
When I invite Happy to the call, it might end the call and start a new one, in which case you'd have to rejoin.
Has Burn, thank you for the sub.
Meat Wagon. No, that won't be a question. Should be working.
Bidu calling the shots here. Look at this.
Okay, let's see if we can make it work. Should be working, he said. Is it?
I saw this live already.
Okay, let's give him a call.
Oh.
He's right there. Add Happy. All right, try not to shit your pants, Todd. Here we go.
Okay. Every caster is scared of interviewing Happy. Like, I had the moment here at DreamHack where I got basically murdered by Happy on the broadcast because in his old flat there were books behind him, right? And I asked him what these books are, and the answer was that's not related to Warcraft 3. I don't have to answer this question. So some people might fool you into thinking that it's okay to interview Happy, but what Happy is to players on the maps, he is to the casters in the interviews. Like, everyone is scared of him.
And it did reconnect the call. Hey, Happy, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello, congratulations, man. First question, I don't want to waste too much of your time, but
the energy here. Bidu is like, oh, what's up, dude? The classic NA, classic Bidu. And Happy just winning a tournament. Hello.
Obviously, congratulations. You are the Dust League Europe champion. What did you think about Dust League?
I don't know, like a tournament. I never understand what people expect to hear when they ask me such questions.
I was expecting.
Boom, dude! Straight to the face. Everybody's scared of these interviews, and he opens up with the caster equivalent of level 3 Coil Nova. I don't understand why people ask me this question. It's a tournament. Like, yo, that sets the tone right.
Expecting, like, I've never seen a tournament run so well. Biggest prize pool I've ever seen in my life. Stuff like that, but that's fine. Next question, actually. This is actually something I wanted to ask you for a while, but I haven't been able to. When patches come along, which balances have been coming along, like...
I love how the interview... Like, there's no format to this interview, right? There's no structure. It's like, oh, I thought about this question. Oh, I thought about that question. Like, I love it.
changes. We noticed like in tournaments, let's say a long time ago, like when Moon was doing the Fire Lord, and like 40 is starting to do like tank 2-prong attacks.
Todd is already
Who
breaking,
do you
dude.
strategize with, if anybody, or do you just work alone?
This is peak, dude.
On trying to figure that stuff out, because you'll literally have a day where you played Moon and then you have to play him again, and he's doing this. Like, do you come up with these by yourself, or do you have like a people you would ask for help? How do you strategize how to beat that within like a day?
Alone, of course.
Okay,
Boom.
there it is.
Boom. Alone, of course. I mean, I can say that people have tried to discuss strategies with Happy. I know X-Lord tried. He sent him replays like what do you think about this timing, this third hero, yada yada yada. I think he never got back. And also our very dear Remo Demo tried to slide into Happy's DMs. I'm very sure he got blocked then at some point. I'm very sure. But I think that block has also been relieved.
You don't ever like have like anybody else for like a human issue? You won't go to like someone or undead or...
Well, I mean, who am I gonna ask? I'm only one, basically, who knows how to play on that, except 120. But, well, I just don't see the point to ask him anything because I can do well on my own. Also, we have pretty different play styles anyway.
That's right, dude. And that makes a lot of sense. I like that answer. I like that answer a lot. Like, especially with 120, like, why would you share stuff with him? And they do have different philosophies. Like, one loves the Banshees, the other loves the A-bomb, doesn't really fit well together. I do think that there are people who are theoretically very good at this game, but not practically. So at least you could spitball ideas, but then you'd have to be in some social circles, I think. And just Happy is the lone wolf and doesn't go there. So that's the obvious approach if you're Happy.
Okay, and another question I just want to ask is about, I guess, your undead versus human matchup, which is probably, would you say this is your hardest matchup right now?
Nah, I won't be commenting on balance.
Okay, I just...
No comment on balance, eh? Alright, that's sad. I mean, in the past, people paid him. And then we got some interesting views. But true pro, man. Doesn't comment on balance. He could say, it's hard for me, personally. There's obstacles here and there, but nothing about balance.
I noticed like just the change in the way it's played. What have you noticed in how you've had to change to the way you look at the matchup? It used to just be Lich, right? Mass Nova, get there. And now I find you're pivoting to Banshees a lot, changing it up. What do you think has changed about how you play the map in that matchup?
Nothing really changed except balance patches.
Aye, aye. Is that true? I don't think that's true. Wait, let's see if this answer continues.
Okay, but do you think like Sock is different than 40, or do you think it's the same when you play both of them?
Okay, so I think a lot changed actually. The matchup is wide open now. A lot more options for both sides. I think this is... It's not true what he says. Blaming it all on balance. Like he won't... it's kind of funny, right? He doesn't want to say anything about balance, but then he says the patches have.
They have a little bit different play styles, and some, like, one player does better in one situation, another one does in another situation. A little bit different from each other, but overall all the same.
What would you rather play? Would you rather play Knight Gyro and have to kite like crazy, or would you rather play the tank style that 40 is doing a lot.
Kite night copters with what?
Yeah, exactly.
I love that little chuckle there. It's like, this idiot has no idea what he's talking about. I love it. I love it. That was a super cool moment, I think. I think we need more of those happy moments. That was a good one. I think you have Unholy Aura. That helps. You can use Nova. That helps. You can have
I
Frost.
cracked him, boys.
Yes, you did, Bidu. Where was I? Frost Armor helps. There are some tools to kite. But that smile, man. That smile. I mean, yeah. You're a funny boy, Bidu.
Oh, I don't know, like Fiends and Destroyers, I guess. It was really hard before.
Doesn't work.
True. Okay, and this will be my last question, and it probably makes sense based on this horrible interview. But let's say someone's a noob, right? A noob like me, and I'm 1,200. Oh, I'm 1,300 MMR, actually. I'm very bad. What do you think I should do? And a lot of people are watching right now. There's about 500 people. A lot of bad undead players that look up to you. If I'm really bad, what do you think should be the first thing I try to work on to be better? Is it learn a build and learn the timing? Is it micro? Is it... What would you say is something I should do?
Well, I've never been a good teacher, so I really don't know what to tell you except just play and improve over time.
Okay. Well, I watch all your VODs and I try to copy your builds and I can't do them because I'm very bad, but I do look up to you, man, as an undead player. I think a lot of people do. You're a very, very, very good player.
He needed to hear that. It's like, oh my god, don't waste my time. I know that already myself. Go on, go on.
And look forward to seeing you at Rowerland. Todd, do you have a question?
Yeah. First of all, congrats, Happy. Last Rowerland, Bidu talked to you a lot about playing in these tournaments. And to most of us, he's known as this funny, crazy guy, a bit of an idiot. So what did you think of him?
The knot. Did you see that? Did you see it's very subtle. It's very subtle. But when Todd says a bit of an idiot, Happy nods. Look at it.
Last Rowerland, Bidu talked to you a lot about playing in these tournaments. And to most of us, he's known as this funny, crazy guy, a bit of an idiot. So what did you think of him and of his tournament at the time, and how did he convince you to actually play in this?
Well, if there's a tournament and it does not take too much of my time and there's money, why not? I decide to play it, why not?
Hell yeah, brother. That's the American way.
That's the American. Yes, I also can't. That's the American way. Good
question, Todd. Anyway, those were my main questions, really. I guess you plan on going to Rowerland, 3 spots for the Western qualifier. I'm sure you're going to get one. It would be weird if you don't. You're a huge favorite. I guess I asked you this last year, obviously when we were having beers, but I'll ask you again. Does it bother you at a LAN when you're playing and you're up 3-0 in a best of 7 against like Moon, for example? Moon's a legend, one of the best players in the game, and you're up 3-0 and the crowd is quiet as a ghost because they just get so used to you winning. But when Moon kills an Acolyte, crowd goes crazy. Obviously you hear this. Does that bother you?
By far, by a landslide, best question that Happy ever got. By far. Take some balls to ask this. Because it's a personal question, it's about feelings. Usually, everybody who interviews Happy is trying to make it as much about the game as possible. I got slaughtered when I asked the personal question. This guy? Balls.
You that it's not that nobody roots for you, because people do. But just the expectation that you're always going to win. And you don't get that fire at a LAN.
Yeah, it does bothers me, but I mean, I could give a more like extensive answer on this, but for obvious reasons I will not be doing it for as long as I'm playing professionally. Like I do not want to actually share my thoughts on this, but yeah, short answer will be it does bother me.
Okay, were you
Okay, so talked about this before a bit. Interesting, happy as emotions, I guess. And this is, of course, something that wouldn't happen in any Chinese tournaments, right? So I think to set the stage a little bit, everybody has tremendous respect for Happy, and there is very few fans that hate Happy. There's no real reason to hate Happy except that he's winning and he's really freaking good. But obviously, he's not making it interesting. He said this before in an interview, like he's always giving it 110%, whether that's a weekly cup, round one, or a grand final. And so there's no crazy challenges. It's like he's not playing mass acolytes or something, or throwing in some necros here and there to make things fun, or like frenzy gargoyles or something. So it always ends up in this pure destruction, which isn't super fun. Like, you can go for the millionth 9-minute timing push against Night Elf, which is boring to everyone. Or, you know, Moon back then took somebody's peasant and built human heroes. You know, that's the difference. Happy has the opportunity to spice things up and still win and still play his A game in the big tournaments. That would certainly help. I wonder why he doesn't want to talk about this when he's still playing. Like, maybe that opens up, like he doesn't want to talk about weaknesses or something. But yeah, there is people who are big fans because he's playing like he's playing. Like people were fans of Michael Jordan, Michael Schumacher, Bayern Munich, Real, whatever. And there's people who root for the underdogs. And obviously, that's pretty much a 50-50 divide. Like, the views on Happy's videos are by far the most. But it's not that he's hated at all. Like, if he looked at the comments of the I Love Happy music video, people love to see him play. He doesn't want to answer because people would amplify it at a LAN and troll him about it. Fair. But I think some super pro athletes who play in front of crowds every week, twice or something, they can probably filter this. If you only play in front of a crowd once a year, it's hard to get used to stuff, right? And Happy's always the best when he can get used to stuff.
You stunned that Starbuck main raced human and didn't go random against you today?
Did I expected him to use human?
I thought maybe you expect him to go random again because it worked for him.
Well, to be honest, I did not know for sure what he's gonna use, so I was trying to like prepare for something universal. Like, yeah, he'll probably play something, but I mean, it's not like I play against him first time, so not like it was a huge surprise.
What would you rather play, his main race human or random against him?
You know, I think human, because if I play against random in some matchups, like in Undead Mirror, if I play against random, I'll probably be playing Death Knight first, and in Mirror I always play Leech, so he's against human or against Orc, for example. If he's gonna get Orc as a random and I will go blind Leech, I'll be so behind. At the same time, if I gonna go Leech, he'll be a Night Elf, he'll be ahead. Or if I gonna go Death Knight, then he's gonna be ahead as an Undead player or as a human player in most situations.
Yeah, it's tough.
So human, I would say.
I remember asking you this too about random at Rowerland, and I was like, "What do you do?" And you just looked at me and you're like, "Well, you have to scout." I was like,
cheeky smile there as well. Nice answer.
all right, you have to scout. But honestly, I think you do have a disadvantage when you have to scout. But good stuff. Yeah, I think it's tough against random because, like you said, if you just go blind Lich, there's matchups where you will lose, and if you go blind DK, there's matchups where you would lose. So luckily, he picked human, and you got it done. Congrats again. I'll get you paid. Because honestly, why would you want to be here otherwise, right? You're just waiting for me to hang up the call anyway. But happy, congratulations. I'll let you go. Looking forward to see you at Raw Orlando. I'd love to have another beer with you, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you, and thank you for the tournament. Bye.
Bye now. Have a good night.
Boom. Bidu Todd, happy interview. Well done, mate. Well done. People were, like, Bidu, like, talking straight to you. People were roasting you for some reason in the chat and saying it was cringe and all. It wasn't cringe at all. Like, nothing really. The American way was kind of funny. Maybe some answers were a little bit too long, but hey, it was like a 5-minute interview or something. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. I think 0% cringe, good humor. That one question was top notch. And you said you nailed. Oh wait, there's an aftermath of this interview.
I thought that went fucking great.
There you go.
I was shitting my fucking
Cringe.
jocks, dude. I don't know if you saw how red I
don't
was.
even want to exist right now.
I was shitting my fucking jocks. I think I might have poop in my pants.
10 times more than him.
Buddy, I have him in the room. I want to
wrote these questions. You're a fucking disgrace.
I want to pick
Dude, I don't get it. Like, why roast Bidu? I don't get it.
his brain a little bit. I think I did quite
Oh
well.
my God.
I think I did quite well.
I think so too, buddy.
I thought I knocked it out of the park. Carson kept.
feel the
You know what was really
physical
getting me going? You know what was really fucking me up? I'm not gonna lie. Carson hasn't said a fucking goddamn word other than caps lock LOL this entire fucking time that and that's just been fucking rustling my jimmies because I'm like, am I fucking up? Because Carson is just spamming capital LOL.
No words for what you just witnessed.
Buddy, I thought that was great. I thought that was fun. He actually
Don't
opened
let
up.
anyone tell you otherwise. Then who are they?
I'll be
They
honest.
can decide for you.
I thought I had a lot of time talking. I had a good time talking to him, man. I thought hopefully the chat seems like they did too.
Maybe the one person that had a good time during this interview. Good for you.
I had a good time too, buddy. I had a good time too. I think this content alone should lead you to this Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BidouWC3. It's BIDOUXWC3. Some follows are in order here. Wait, do I follow? Oh, yes. Crazy. Yeah, I think this was really cool. A lot of people were talking about it. So it was the right thing to do. It was a good thing. Everybody enjoyed.